The businessman has enough reasons to compare, to evaluate, to start thinking about the choice in his life. Moreover, in the better variant, such person understands what he should do. He has enough knowledge, and he is enough motivated to move forward, to complete the stage. The following task to be solved is to understand who you are, your talents. Then you should accurately choose your goals and fight for them, for the best result. This is the perfect variant of completion of the first stage. And if we are talking about the perfect society, the modified system of education should give everyone the answers to all these questions for every person to be ready for the real life. In the bad variant, a person doesn't see this picture and the opportunities. In this case, you can't see the difference between people, you don't understand the variance or the complete picture of your destiny. Such person will live according to some set scenario, for instance, like father like son, or when a young girl lives with her mom without father, and after a while she accurately copies her mom's destiny, hating all men and living without seeing the possibilities to change something. In such cases, a person usually doesn't trust in herself. She doesn't want to become good or successful. She is ruled by social cliches, fears and other weaknesses. That's why such person can't move forward, and consequently most of people don't ever think of who they are or what they live for, or maybe they don't see the right answer. According to statistics we have, only 3% of people have been able to pass to the second stage, the definite purposes. And actually, these people are those who reach the highest results in their life. Those who write their purposes achieve incomparably more than other people. This was the first stage. The second stage. This stage has its certain beginning and its certain end as well. The beginning is the statement of the questions like, who am I? What am I living for? What are my purposes? The end of this stage is when you have the answers to these questions. Who am I? Is the question that will let you know about the greatest aspiration of your soul from the point of view of success. What can I do showing the greatest enthusiasm and feeling the greatest inspiration? When you do something you don't like, everything is much worse. You have no energy, no enthusiasm, your results are poor. On the one hand, we have the question, what are the aspirations of my soul? Where there is the biggest enthusiasm and energy. On the other hand, there is the question, what are my talents? Certainly, every person should choose something that would be useful to other people. You should answer the question, who am I? And if you clearly see your strong points and your weak points, what you are interested in, then it will be much easier to define the objects of your life. Let's name the basic ways of solution of this problem. The most traditional one is to try everything you can, but it can take you too long. The second way is to use different approaches such as tests, meditation, everything helping to understand the main thing, which is what touches your soul most of all, what inspires you most of all. As a rule, as soon as you find such sphere, this at least gives you the biggest pleasure, the highest energy you can use in the process. The basic conditions for you to be capable to feel your talents depends upon your belief and personal qualities. In case if your consciousness is full of fears, laziness, prejudice, and other negative programs, you just can't feel your soul, its reactions, but you will feel your problems. That is why you should clear your consciousness from the negative programs and internal problems. And only then you will be able to feel your talents. And from the first stage, a person should want to become successful, to achieve significant results showing considerable efforts. You should trust in yourself and use other programs that push you forward also. Most of people don't ever want to be active, so for them results are impossible. It is a brief description of the second stage. When your life objects are accurately defined, this is the end of the second stage, and then you have to start the third one. By the way, it may start at any age. Some of the millionaires have made their money after their retirement. There was nothing to lose, why not to start the business? The life goals can be shaped at any age, from childhood to some venerable age. The third stage is your movement towards your goal. There is a list of conditions, and here are some of them, the basic ones. The first one is that the person should possess necessary personal qualities, such as strong will, purposefulness, and so on. Each sphere has its special requirements. The second condition is that the person should communicate with other people, be sociable, understand how to cooperate with others. You also have to learn to play in a team. The third condition is that you should certainly be a professional. The fourth one depends on the object in view, when you should meet some additional requirements, such as some papers, money, useful acquaintance, fulfilled works, participation in competitions, depending on the special area. Except the tasks mentioned above, it is also important for the person to get ready internally, saying, I have knowledge and qualities, I meet all requirements, I am ready. One should feel like this, I am ready to fight. And there is one more condition about when you should start. Everything should be done in time, as the first popular mistake is just to study without doing anything during the whole life. The second mistake is to rush when you are not ready. There will be nothing but disappointment, failure, or troubles. The third stage comes to an end when you can tell, I'm ready, and you just start moving towards your main goals. It is not obligatory to reach all your goals simultaneously, career, your private life, friendship, etc. You may reach each of them separately. In this case, this principle is fair for each of your goals and all your life purposes as a whole. The third stage is over when you make the decision, I start right now. And here comes the fourth stage, the purposeful movement to your goals. This stage is widely described in literature. There are definite conditions of success, some good idea, the accurate objects, understanding of the strategy, and other questions connected with information. The second condition is the teamwork, forming of efficient team. The third part includes all other conditions, organizational, financial, legal, etc. But except these well-known conditions, there are several requirements which are present in our field. The first of them is the concept, which is absent in modern science. I'm talking about levels of a person. If we take an example of computer, then first we have to start with abacus, then we have the calculator, some simple models, and then step by step increasing complexity, power and completeness. Actually, complexity of problems we can solve and our speed are stipulated by the level of a person. Actually, our level defines the level of our possible success. The second general indicator is our positivity, the amount of good and evil stuff, positive and negative programs in our consciousness. It defines What states, for instance, happiness and enthusiasm, and what feelings a person can reach. In other words, if we live in constant negative state, feeling sadness, depression, this is incompatible with happiness and feelings. The less negative programs we have, the more positive opportunities we possess. In this case, we feel happy and we are friendly to the world around. The third indicator is ability to change oneself. For successful people, their thoughts, their habits, their actions are only those that lead to the goal. Everything that disturbs is to be removed. If you are not capable to change yourself, there will be no success. So, the following task is your self-control. Most of people are controlled by their subconsciousness. Negative emotions appear and it is hard to stop them. Self-management is when you extinguish everything disturbing you, find the right mood, and just like an artist, you take the most appropriate role which will be highly effective at this very moment. So, you don't need to lie, you are sincere. I choose this role, and you are able to play it. Finally, there will be no situations that will make you lose your temper. You will always be quiet, friendly, attentive, you'll be able to make decisions. These were key statements concerning the stages of forming of human consciousness. The basic conclusions. The given statements completely meet the declared requirements. Now it is clear how to reach the highest top. All points we considered were connected with development of information processes. And if we go deep, then the list of the tasks which are to be solved to reach your finest destiny and to have the best results becomes obvious. And everything I'm talking about now is also the basis of our training programs on personality formation. So these were the key questions concerning the stages of consciousness formation. And here are some words on other tasks and our offers. From the point of view of personality formation, the primary goals to be solved are how the consciousness works, how to control and to change it. Therefore, one of the most important tasks was to develop these management commands, how to control your voice, your vision, attention and will. The management commands are the rules, the mechanisms and techniques of consciousness reprogramming. So you decide to remove a problem and to put some advantage instead of it. You change the consciousness program. Then, one of the most important points is to understand the structure of problems and how to get rid of them. So you should learn about all advantages, about every good feature and the programs it is based on. You should learn to develop good qualities, to control your state as a whole and to discover talents. And there are many other tasks necessary for the ultimate goal to be achieved. Our offers are connected with all above mentioned. For those who are interested in this field, in studying of all these statements, in publishing, as we are going to publish about 100 articles during next few years, in preparation of monographs, textbooks, training courses for high schools, universities and other institutions, in working out of different projects for modeling of human consciousness. Those who care about this topic are invited for fruitful cooperation. Thank you for your attention. I hope you will become a successful creative person and even more. Good luck.